Hi everyone, so today I want to continue with the sewing of the shirt. So I'm starting with the trouser, the shorts. So I think I'm going to take that first. So this is the dart for the front. I love to take at least, you can take 5 inches, but I love to take like 6 to 7 inches. So I'm going to, that's for the front dart, and then for the back dart maybe 6 inches. So I'm taking the dart. So I love to finish for my dart. I really don't like to double stitch, so I'll just pick it like this. Then I will actually knot it, then maybe 2 or 3 times. So then the next thing is for me to so let me just show you how I'll be fixing this pocket. So the fabric is not enough, so I'm picking another fabric for the pocket. So but then because so this is what I'm going to be doing. You can look at it. So I think the right side will face each other. Then I'm going to do it like this. This. Then I'm going to sew it. I'm going to sew it. Then so after that you're going to notch. I think this is too much, but you're going to notch it. Please, when you're sewing, let it be very close to this edge. So the next thing is just for you to put it this way, then stitch. So I'm going to stitch. Remember I said I'm using this fabric because my fabric is not enough. Then you can as well use pocketing. So you can use pocketing for your pockets. So the next thing for me now is to, you see this part? So I'm going to put this, place it on it. I'm going to place it on it. I'm trying to confirm the right side and the wrong side. So I want you to look at it. So you can trim this off. The excess there, you can just trim it off. So the next thing is, now please, if you can overlock the clothes before starting, but present does not have access to overlocking machine. So but when I'm done with the clothes, I'm going to overlock it. So the next thing is to measure your 1.5, because you can use one, but I'm using 1.5. But before that, you can please look at the way I'm doing it. You are going to pick it like this, then you are going to sew. Let me open it again. After you are done fixing this side, you are going to do it like this and sew. So you can start from this part, whichever way you are starting. So then you can now turn it out. So you can turn it out. So when you are done with that, this part, please, you'll be needing pin. Now there are two things. You can actually double stitch this part to make it more firm. So as I said, you can actually double stitch this part just to make it more firm. Then the next thing is to you can see that it's already showing the 1.5 is already coming out itself. So you can, I don't even need to measure it. When you fit it very well, you can see it's very correct. This is 1.5. So you can pin it. Then after you've pinned it, you can now stitch. So you are going to stitch it just to make it firm. So after that, you are going to stitch this part to also make it more firm. So when you are pressing it, it's going to lay flat. Just to so as you can see, our pocket is ready. So even if I remove this, by the time I get to the ironing paper and press, it's going to make sense. So you can see our pocket is ready. So the next thing for me is to join this part with the back of this. There are different ways to join your trouser, but I think these days I don't know, I'm in love with this method. So for this back, I'm going to take the dark too. So I just want to do one side, then so this for the back dart, the front dart, I think I took 7. This back dart, I love to take 7 too, but I think I'll be taking 6.5 for this. But if you're sewing for guys, please don't come and take 6.5. Oh. For the front for guys, you can take 4 inches, and for the back you can take 3.5. But this trouser is for a lady, so the next thing for me now is to knot it. So after that, I'm going to join the sides together. So I'm going to join this side and this side together. Now I don't know if there is this rule in fashion that you join from down part to the upper, anyone that is sharp is that is safe for you. So I prefer to join from downward, but this time around I think I'll be joining from the upper part. You can, most of the time I love to join from the lower part. Most of the time I love that. In fact, I think that's what I use most of them. But this part, for the, I don't know, I just feel like joining from the upper part this time around. So, but you must be very careful, because there are sometimes that at the end of the day when you are joining, there might be excess. Yes, there might be excess, so you have to be very careful when you are joining it. So you have to be very careful and be conscious. You have to be careful and be conscious. So you have to be careful and be conscious. Careful and be conscious, because there's probability that at the end of the day one might be a little bit longer than the other, especially if you are joining from the upper part. If you are joining from the lower part, there's good probability that you might not have perfect, but joining from the upper part, there's probability that you have perfect. So that's why you have to be very careful when you are joining it. So as you can see, I still have small excess, but this one is not up to half inches, just like maybe 0.25. Remember to always cut unnecessary thread. So I'm done with this part. Let's see. As you can see how neat it is. It's very neat. You can see, and this time around I'm going to join this part together too. So I'm going to join it together to form one part of the trouser. Now I've said earlier that there are different ways of joining. In fact, I join my trousers, in fact, sometimes can be front first, back later, then join. But this time around I want to use this method. So you can decide to take your folding allowance after you are done with this side. You can decide to take your folding allowance, but I want to sew everything. Then when I'm done with the sewing, then I can now fold. But any one you pick is very okay. But I want to finish it before sewing. Now remember, if you have been following the drafting, I added 1 inch to my actual trouser. I think I was using 24 instead of using 24 divided by 2, that's 12. So instead of me to use 12, I think I used 13. Now on the norms, you are supposed to pick 0.5 here, but because I've added 1 inch, so it will help me to have excess allowance in case if I added in weight or I won't be bothered, I can just easily lose it. So this time around I will not pick half, so I'm going to pick 1. So if you can check it out, in fact I have more than 1 here safe. If I'm to look at it at this place, I'm supposed to have 24. I can have like 1.5. So that is it. It's just in case if your client, I just love this adding to it, so that in case your client has, you won't be scared you will have issues. So that means I'm having like almost 1.5 that I'll be taking in. So that means my allowance is 1.5. That's very good. So even if I increase in, I will still be able to use it. I will just lose it out. So please, then I will pick my 1.5 and so. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Please be careful and be conscious of the fabric beneath. So I still have my 1.5. Just be careful, because if you're not careful, I'm working with chiffon, so you have to, even if you're working with crepe or any fabric, you need to be very careful, especially the fabric beneath. So still measure. It's good you always check your measurements. It's good you check. Don't just use highs, because sometimes so I'm done with one side of the trouser. So as you can see, I'm done with one side of the trouser. So I'm going to take it to the pressing table. I'm going to press it. Then after that, I'm going to fold this other part and sew. As I've said earlier, when I'm done with everything, I'm going to overlock it. I don't have access to overlocking machine here, so when I'm done, I'm going to overlock it. So I want to repeat the same thing for the other side too. Then when I'm done with it, I'm going to show you how I will join both together. Thank you. So sorry, at the first tutorial I did, I thought the other side was actually showing, but no, it was not. So I'm going to repeat what I did now. So I'm taking my dart. This is my front body. This is the front part. So from this edge, I'm going to measure 12.5. Yeah, why am I measuring 12.5? Because I didn't want the dart to start from my breast point. I want something under my bust actually. So I measure 12.5. From this 12.5, the dart length is 10.5. Please, this is optional. You can decide to pick whatsoever you wish, but it is advisable that your dart, it's advisable that don't start your dart from your bust point. It's going to look up, or you can come down by 1 inch or 1.5 before you start taking your dart. So now let's start. So this I've taken the dart now, so I want to note it. So Please, I don't want to rush us. Please, let's take our time so that this to watch. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please do wait to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you. So the next thing now let me explain this part. I actually have explained it in my previous video, but I didn't know that it was not really showing. So let me re-explain. Remember when I was drafting it, I added 2.5 as our button allowance. Now, and I said, so from that 2.5, let me open this. Sorry, I've added. Now the reason why I'm adding, like the reason why I added stay to this part, like I added soft stay, tissue stay, so it's because I'm working with chiffon. If I'm working with crepe or thicker fabric, you might not necessarily need to add stay. But because I'm working with chiffon, so that's why I'm adding tissue stay. Now this is my, as I said earlier, this is my 2.5, the button extension from the edge, and I've said earlier I don't have access to overlocking machine here now, so and I'm going to work with what I have. Then when I'm done, I will overlock it. So this is my 2.5. From here to this place is 2.5. So from the edge of this 2.5, from here to this place is 2.5. Let me show you. From here to this place is our 2.5, right? So from this edge of 2.5, you're going to take half inch in. You're going to fold it in. So when you are done folding it in, you are going to measure 1 inch again. Then you now fold it in. Then you press. Let me repeat myself. This is our 2.5 for our button extension. Then I'm going to, from the edge of this part, from this end point of your 2.5, you are going to fold in 0.5 inches, which is half inch. So I'm going to fold it in. After that, after you folded it in, you are going to fold in 1 inch again in, then you iron it. Now I use hemming gum to hold this part, just temporarily. I didn't really iron it very well, just to hold it for just to hold it firm, because I'm still going to sew it. But you have an option, you might not sew it, but I want to sew mine. So that's why, as you can see, when you use hemming gum to fold this part, it will be more easier for you when you are sewing, especially when you are working with fabric like chiffon. So the next thing for me is just to sew it. So as you can see, I'm done with this part, and you can see how neat, very neat, and you can see it's very, very neat. So the next thing for me is to move to the back part, and I'm going to take that too. I'm going to take the that the same way I did for the front, so I'm going to take the that too for the back. So the next thing is for me to join both front and back together. So I want to join both front and back together. I hope you can see. I just hope you can see. So this is the back. So I'm going to join his shoulder first. So I'm going to join it. Shoulder to shoulder first. So repeat the same thing here. So the next thing is to take my neck measurements. I want to fix the collar. So you are going to put it like this and you measure it. So this is 9.5. This is 9.5. So you are going to pick this. So I'm going to measure 9.5 from the center. Then first of all, you're going to rule a straight neck. It's advisable to use pattern first to drag it out. Then, so this is 9.5. So this is my 9.5. Then I'm going to add ½ inch to it for sewing allowance. Then the next thing, the height of the collar, the standing one should be around 1 inch. Should be around 1 inch. So, but because I want to cut everything together, 1 inch for the collar, 1 inch for the folding at the lower part, then 1 inch for joining the upper part. That will be 2 inches. Just follow, you understand? Then from here you can take this up by ½ of an inch or 1 inch, depending. Then you can get the midpoint of this one and you take it up like this. So the next thing is to get our the folding part, the row collar, we call it row collar. So you can actually make this place straight. Then you can even go as just make it straight, and this place is 2.5. 2.5. Or then you can come in by I'm coming by 1 inch, 1.25. It's very simple. I hope you get it. So you can cut out. The next thing is to cut the bottom. If you don't want it as pointed as this, you can actually reduce it. I don't like my color to be too pointed actually. Okay. So now this is our color. So the next thing now is for me to fix it. So as you can see, I've joined this part, so I want to join it with this part. So the first thing to do is to get your center. So you're going to fold it like this. Then you notch. So after that, you are going to open this. Then place this on it and put it back. So you're going to get your pin down. So you're going to pin down and sew. So you are going to sew it like this. I hope you can see. So you are going to sew it like this. Then after that, when you open it, you have this in between. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So as I said earlier, you are going to sandwich this one between this. Then you are going to sew like this, then you press. So the next thing is to get the midpoint of this waist and notch. Then same with this two. As you can see, I've done sewing this part. I hope you can see it. So you can start from here so that any part you pick, you make sure this one align with this notch here. Then you can pin. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do it to subscribe, like and share. So you'll be able to see this is an SS for me. It's like an SS for me, like ½ inch SS. Then but this one is almost the same thing here. So there's CSS of ½ inch too. So before I join it, that means I'll still have to come to this side and pick a little so that it can rhyme. So you can see that we have ½ inch SSS. So I'll have to go to my sewing machine and pick it again so that it can rhyme. So after that, then I will join. Remember, I'm joining it with this first. I'm not joining, so I will use this one to cover it. So I'm joining. I didn't join both together. I'm joining this first. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So as you can see now, I've joined this part. So the next thing for me now is to close it. So this is how I'm going to close it. You're going to fold in ½ inch. You can use your hemi gum. You can first of all press it. Use your hemi gum to stabilize it. Then sew. So me, all I'll just be doing is just to pin it. So I'll just pin it here. or you can use your Amy gum, press it and so just be careful with it. So let's be careful. Come to this edge too. Cover it like this. Take it in and fold. And fold. So you see that so now as you can see I folded it, and then I will now use sewing machine and run a straight stitches. After that we are done. Then I'll just create buttonhole. So now if you have problem with where should I put my buttonhole, for guys your buttonhole should be on your left side. Your buttonhole should be on the left side, but for ladies it can be right, it can be left. Actually it should be on the right side. I think how they come about that is another story for another day, because in the olden days, I don't want to but actually let me just to say let me be straight. For guys your buttonhole should be on your left, and for ladies your buttonhole should be on your right. But these days ladies, you can use both left and right depending on what you really, but standardly it should be on your right. Then for guys it should be on your left. So I mean buttonhole, not buttons, I mean buttonhole. Yes, your buttonhole. So that hole where you put in your button. But these days ladies we use some people use left, some people use right, but the right one is using your right side. But this one you can just, but nowadays you use any one you want to. But guys, it still remains standard. Your buttonhole should be on your left hand side. So here is the result. So you can see it's very clean, very neat. You can see. So as you can see, very neat. So the next thing is just to create my buttonhole. I'll just create my buttonhole. So as I've said earlier, you can use any part. So I'll be creating my buttonhole here. Now if you don't have access to buttonhole machine, you can still use a straight stitches machine to do that, to achieve that. But I'll be using straight machine to create my buttonhole. Da da dee da da dee.